honestly their best player, I think.
Yeah, especially this tournament, it seems like he's been very nearly unstoppable at any map, at any time. And he saw that coming. He realized, probably maybe from practice as well, that VP like playing that really close. Gonna get the opening frag. Pasha puts up a smoke. Might buy a little bit of time, but there's 5 people waiting into the side. Oh, they line up for him. Pasha 1-2. JW and Pronax go down. He's still got 4 bullets left, and that smoke's gonna give him time. Taz helping out, but he drops to Olofmeister, who is still a force in this round. It's a 2v3, and Taz no longer a factor here. Pasha waiting right underneath. He's going to be dropped by Crims. It's a 2v2. Still plenty of time for Fnatic. They're waiting. They want Virtus.Pro to come to them. And Virtus.Pro will reply. Snacks with the kill. Bomb is dropped in front. Olofmeister now a 3rd kill. It's a 1v1. Neo versus Olof here. He's hiding behind that statue. He wants Olof to come for him. Neo goes for the fight initially. Doesn't do that much damage. And Olof is going to go aggressive. He's feeling it, but he goes down. Neo to clutch it. And that's going to put Fnatic on a hold.
Yeah, Neo for these last couple of rounds is the reason they're getting those rounds. He had 12 health right there, and I mean, obviously Pasha came up huge, but that 1 versus 1, that was in Olaf's favor. I mean, he had 1 hit left.
Well, the crowd, they're feeling it. And Semphis, how do you feel about this really early auto sniper buy? We're in the 5th round and they picked up the auto already.
I actually think Pasha's auto sniper is better than his op. I think it suits his playstyle. He likes to go aggressive, and you can't miss and die. Like with an op, if you go aggressive and you miss a shot and you die, that's it. But with an auto sniper, you can always save yourself. You got 20 bullets, you can get 1 to 3 kills pretty easily. And I know playing Pasha, he loves that gun, if he can afford it.
All right, then. Well, a little bit earlier than we usually see it, but I mean, he's in a good spot for it as well. As much distance nearly as you can get while still covering the bomb site. And we'll see if Fnatic have any smokes to try and get rid of him. But I mean, even with smokes, we've seen auto snipers be pretty effective as well. Just shooting through them blindly can be good if you know the angle. But Snacks here, oh, he's out in the open. He has to land nothing but kills. And look at this, 1, 2, and 3. 4 bullets left. Quad kill from Snacks.
That was amazing spray control right there.
Yeah, because if he had been further back, we would have said, all right, we expect him at least not to die, but he could have got the quad kill and it would have been all right. But that open, he could have got picked off very quickly.
Oh, yeah. 4 people peeked him.
And it's an ace. It's the eco ace. Well played on Snacks all the way at the right there. They had pistols. They had 1 Glock, I think, and 4 P250s.
Usually when the first guy peeks ahead of time like that, and he has to waste over 5 bullets to kill him, which happened, the other people can trade pretty easily, but he controlled the spray right to like a double headshot, and nothing you can do about that. Snacks actually reminds me of Neo in 1.6. That's who I see him, which is funny because they're on the same team now, but the roles have switched. Snacks is the new Neo.
Yeah, he does almost everything, including AWPing we've seen from time to time, which anyone who's a little bit a student of history will remember Neo doing that.
Neo
in
loved to pick us off.
Yeah. Well, it's looking a little bit tricky for Fnatic. At least early on here, what would you say is a good scoreline for Fnatic to aim for? How many rounds do they need on the terrorist side?
I don't think this map is a 13-2, 12-3 type CT side, but I definitely think they'd be happy with 4 to 6 rounds. But they're obviously going to be aiming for as many as they can get.
All right, but somewhere in the 4 to 6 region. We'll see if they're going to land there. Right now, they're a little bit off. Olofmeister, again, seemingly single-handedly, just like on Inferno where he plays alone, they just sent Olof on one side of the map and the rest of the team functions as a separate unit, trying to see if they can clear the other side. Pasha walking in, and that's that auto sniper. That's what it takes to kill Olof, apparently.
The auto sniper is almost unstoppable 1 versus 1 if you don't have an op. The op, in my opinion, is the only thing that can beat an auto sniper 1 versus 1. Besides, obviously, good grenade placement or something like that.
Definitely another way to deal with it. Flusha getting really far up on the bomb side. I'm not sure. Oh, they noticed him then. That's really good. And Neo will take down Flusha. It's Pronax and JW left. They're going to get the bomb down. So great play on the Swedish side here. Really important that they start getting that economy a little bit up, even if winning this 2v4 is going to be rough. But not impossible as JW picks up the kill, makes it a double, and looking for a little bit more. There's still so much time on the bomb. But he's moving forward right into the waiting arms of Bayali, and he won't win that fight. Now, Pronax in a bit of a tricky corner. They might not check this, and Pronax shoots too soon. He gets the one there. Could he have taken the risk and waited, do you think?
I think the risk would have been worth it in a 1 versus 3, just because even if he got both those kills, the third guy would have swung and killed him, and he would have lost no matter what. But if he waited, he would have had a small chance to win. They might have checked the corner, maybe the second guy comes out, but I definitely think waiting was the right play there. But I mean, you can't fault someone for something like that.
A tough position to be in, but at least a bomb plant for Fnatic, and actually a bomb plant allows them to buy. You can see they're almost all down to 0. Bomb plant, in case anyone new is watching, and we bet a lot of people are, it's $800 for your whole team. Even if you lose, you get that $800 bonus. So Fnatic, that bomb plant makes them able to buy full AKs in this round. It's a big difference.
There's a B rush here, or not a B rush, but Olaf's lurked all the way to the end.
Which he always does, it seems, and he looks for Pasha. Puts a little bit through, runs back in the fire, runs back in the smoke. Oh no! This is not a comfortable position. He's got the knife out. Don't even think about it, Olaf. Not in a major semifinals.
I'm surprised he lived there, honestly. He ran into a mole. He had no other choice but to go back into them, and then an auto sniper spams down the lane and he gets away. That's pretty fortunate for Fnatic.
You know how they say no smoke without fire? I think Olaf, he really found out that how true that can be.
Yeah.
7th round is coming up, and half health on the star player for Fnatic, or at least one of the stars. Virtus.Pro quite happy to sit back and let them just waste time, but obviously going to be a B push here. Let's see if the auto sniper can make the difference here. Already 1 kill. Wild Flash. It's Papa biceps, but he will go down. Crims actually shooting halfway through the wall then. Taz with a good reply on Olaf Meister, was already softened up a little bit. Neo will get the kill, but it's still looking good right now for Virtus.Pro. Only 25 seconds, and you can tell that Fnatic, their game plan here is to try and make Virtus.Pro peak. They really want them to come looking so they can get a frag, get back in the game. Neo not going to let them with a double kill here. Pronax takes 1, but it's almost over here. 1v2. They should be able to wait him out. He's got 10 seconds, and don't see him fighting his way out of this one.
This should be an impossible round. There's almost no way he can win.
Good kill.
Neo's going to play around the, I don't know what we call that, the
statue?
The statue, yeah. He plays around the statue, and there's no time. Pronax has no choice.
Now, all right, so we got just a brief pause here, guys. We'll be back in the game very soon. It gives a little bit of time to talk, because we've seen either Olaf Meister lurking over at B, but when the whole Fnatic team actually are there, they seem to go out onto the plateau, and then they wait around for VP to peek them. You think they're going to keep doing that? Because VP seems to be playing that situation quite well. The
problem that Fnatic's having right now is they have too many spots to check when they come up. They're not using any smokes, really. They're not smoking off the right. They're not smoking off near the right side of the statue. They're not smoking off the hut. And they're not mauling any of the close spots. So Virtus.Pro really has full reign of all the best spots in B. So there's a couple options. You have that spot at the end of B that you can hide in. Fnatic is not mauling it. They have to clear it. They're not using smokes to get out of B and give themselves a chance. They're just trying to hit shots. And the way Virtus.Pro is playing, that's not going to work right now. They're going to have to start using better tactics to beat them, because at least if they want to go to the B side. Unless they might switch something up and start going A, which is probably a bit easier to skill base, because you really only have to throw a pretty easy smoke in the connector, and at that point it just becomes like an aim map almost.
Yeah, because I mean there are 2, maybe like a third one if you count it. But if you put the smoke down right, there's almost only 2 entries into that A bomb site from B, so you can isolate the bomb site easily and make sure you're only fighting like at least one pie. It's a divide and conquer thing going on, which they might be able to utilize. I'm curious what Fnatic can come up with. I mean, Pronax is, I would say, not a guy that sort of quickly runs out of strats to call. Seems like he's always got something a little bit extra up his sleeve.
Yeah, Pronax always has a couple gimmicky strats. I like to say gimmicky, but every team has them. They, just really random. Maybe they don't make a lot of sense, but they catch you off guard. Then I think he always has 1 or 2 of those on every map. And maybe this is the time he's going to bust one out. Maybe he's making one up right now. Sometimes in the middle of a match, it's not a bad idea to realize where a flaw is, but maybe you don't have something to exploit the flaw. So taking a timeout and developing something for that is a good idea.
Well, it's not looking too impressive right now. It's 4 Galils and 1 AK. So, sign of desperation or just a determination for Fnatic? Now is the time to change it.
I think Fnatic's going with their typical play style. They're going to keep buying. They're not going to...
Oh, I'm sorry. Look at this. Yeah, Snacks at the edge of the smoke. With what we've come to know him as, the guy who could do that. Pasha on the other side of the map, taking down Crims, and that drops the bomb as well. Pasha still just holding it here. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, that's fine. I think Snacks, he threw that smoke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Snacks threw smoke, which kind of looks like it's messed up on, but I think he did that on purpose, and he lurked the right side of it and just killed him through it, which is something that's getting a lot more common in CSGO by higher level players. Is you throw a smoke that's supposed to block something off, but you leave a gap, so you know the person's gonna kind of come out on the edge, but you're ready and you have the smoke on purpose, so you have a better advantage, which is what I believe Snax did there.
Again, the fire and the smoke over here gonna make it tough to break through. 35 seconds. They've got 2 people, Bialy and Pasha, and Taz really close on the rotation. Could be here in a second if it's needed. Olofmeister really trying to look through here. You got to admire his patience. Just really scary if someone does catch a glimpse of him. Pasha's here. Tries with the auto sniper. Really goes down to Flusher. Not exactly ideal. Bialy going to pick up the 1 kill. They're jumping in. They're trying to get him quick. Oh, Flusher! Amazing. What a triple kill. That's some incredible Galil control. And we're back into a 2v2. But look at their health samples. They've got almost nothing left. Flusher's got a triple kill, yes. But how can they hold this bomb site? I'm not sure if they can. JW's going to go down, and Neo now coming in to clean it up, and there it is, the double kill. Such a big effort from Flusher.
Yeah, I mean, Flusher's doing what he needs to. You need people on Fnatic to come up big and get like 2Ks like that, and no, it seems like 1 or 2 people per round is doing it, but they need more. They need more than that. They need Crim to step up. They need everyone to step up because they're playing skill-based. And again, you saw them going to B. They didn't really throw anything. They just kind of walk out. Olaf walked through a smoke. Got pretty lucky Pasha didn't see him, but they're sticking to their basics, which is Olaf lurking one side aggressively, Flush on the other. That's pretty much what they do on all maps. And then Crims, JW, and Pronax kind of go as a trio, and they let the others aggressively lurk, which can open big gaps. But on a map like this, there's not a lot of gaps.
No, it doesn't feel like it. They've been pretty consistent here Virtus.Pro so far. This time, you were asking for Fnatic to throw smokes, and you get a bit of a chance to see it here. And great work with the observing here as well, Vendetta or YNK. And still, the Molotov is going to hold them back, but maybe they can actually make their way through. They got the Tech-9s, they got the armor. Fnatic needs to start winning rounds and opening up. No, they won't. Taz takes 1 and 2. And the Snax helping out as well. It's down to Pronax and Olofmeister. That looked like they could have caught Taz in that corner, but they almost lined up for him at the end, and that was not ideal. Olofmeister now 1v3 here. I mean, I guess part of the silver lining here for Fnatic could be the VP don't have a ton of money. They're winning the rounds, yes, but they're not surviving with 5 members at a time here. Snax tries to find Olofmeister was down to 36, and it's just a matter of time, it seems, before he's going to get run over. And actually, it's from the back lines, Pasha to pick it up. But do you think VP's economy could be a key to Fnatic getting back in this game?
I mean, Pasha's been buying auto snipers, and I think they've probably been picking them up. So I'm not sure how much of a strain that's been putting, but they seem to have built up a lot of money, whereas it's going to take 3, maybe 4 gun rounds for Fnatic to break their money, and that's if Virtus.Pro doesn't save on any of the rounds they win. So I think it's going to be a pretty tough half. This is looking like a lot like a 13-2, 12-3 half if Fnatic doesn't win 2 or 3 in a row.
It's a complete change of pace here, Emphasis. Is a double up setup from Fnatic. Is this something you've seen? Well, Olofmeister's going to pick up Pasha, so I was going to say if it's something you've seen, if it might work, and it's already working. But Neo also has an AWP on the VP side, so both teams deciding in the 10th round to really switch gears a little bit.
Olaf is known to pick up an AWP.
Sorry, they're going to go for the counter boost here. Olaf, does he see it? He does! Ooh. Takes down Taz and tries to no-scope Snax. But Snax is going to be trying to play it patiently. But this is a really good double opening from Olofmeister. I'm sorry again. I'll let you continue.
No, I was just going to say Olaf is kind of their secondary opper. He doesn't pick it up as much on T, but here Neo's going to fight 2 people. And he gets a nice shot on Pronax. He even double peeked him at the same time, which is the proper play there. But since he had an AWP, I think they were expecting Snax to be rifling that. And if Snax was rifling that, they would have been one of them would have been able to scale up.
That's a great flashbang off the actual statue itself and not the pillar underneath. Olofmeister missing a couple of shots here, and Bialy's fighting him.
That was a shot. That should have been a kill.
It looked like it, didn't it?
Yeah,
looked like it was dead on.
He barely missed, maybe.
Well, look at Olaf.
That's a play. Like, those are the plays they need to keep making to win, I think.
He just jumps down, but right into the arms of Snax. He's going to go down. Snax now is a 1v3. They should be able to bring this one home. Look like a second round for Fnatic right now, as JW's also going to get a leg shot in onto Snax. And he almost looked like he wanted to run through the smoke, but I'm kind of glad he didn't. No reason to give Snax too much here. So 8-2, Semphis.
If anyone's going to win this 1v3, it'll be Snax. But
it could
takes him down.
Would you say if you had one guy left on VP, would Snacks be your guy to try and clutch it 1vx?
Oh yeah, for sure. Snacks is the best clutcher on Virtus.Pro, and probably in this server, maybe the world, maybe Get Right. I don't know, one of the two. But yeah, he's known for those crazy rounds. But I think what Olaf did there was really key to winning that round for Fnatic. He picked up an AWP because he knew Pasha was auto-sniping B, and that's the counter to an auto. It's just an AWP.
Yeah, you said it even before it happened, so so you're absolutely right at the end. 11 rounds into this first half, still the first map as well. So much to go still in the semifinals, but the home team, they're definitely looking really good at the moment. And if they can kill Fnatic now, obviously that round loss bonus is reset. They are back to 1,400 per round and it slowly builds up again. That would be exactly what they need to simply kill Fnatic in this first half. And you said 4 or 6 round would be pretty decent for Fnatic. They're still not there yet. Although Olaf Meister is trying, and it's the same approach.
This is the round of the half. This is the match right here, in my opinion. This round, if Fnatic lose it, they have 2 ops. They poured all their economy into this round. If they lose it, Virtus.Pro will have full reign to buy and do whatever they want.
Look at this, at the edge again. He tried it with the AK, he did it with the Tech 9 earlier. Doesn't really matter what weapon he has, but can he actually spot out Pasha in there? Well, he's in behind the actual wall, so not just yet. JW gonna go down Taz with one, but swiftly returned. Good job, Crims.
Really fast trade by Crims right there. They're gonna save the round.
Look at it. 25
There's
seconds.
a guy hiding in the hut, and I think this is probably going to catch Fnatic off guard.
Look at where the bomb is. Afterwards, let's try and see how long it actually takes to walk there, because they have 25 seconds. Pronax, 1 grenade in here. Pasha already going to get softened up a little bit as Bialy goes down. Pasha will drop Crims. That's a triple kill, and he's definitely the other superstar on the Fnatic team. Him and Olaf Meister are such a deadly combo. Neo and Snacks, should they even try and fight this?
I think they should save their guns and not try to lose this economy. They're not going to retake the B site. There's too many spots to hold. I think Pasha got a little bit hasty. He might have thought the nade meant they knew he was there, and maybe he peeked because of that, or maybe he thought he would catch the guy running, not looking at him. Either way, he was the only way they were going to win that round, and I think he peeked a little bit prematurely.
Nice job, Snacks. Even though the round is lost, they're going to try and make it really expensive for Fnatic, which it's always a good job.
I think with the amount of economy that Virtus.Pro has, it's a smart move to try to get as many guns as you can. You don't want to go and just blaze in the site and just kill as many, but if you can get 1 or 2 picks off, that's going to hurt Fnatic more than if you die.
I hope you guys can hear the crowd in the background, because as soon as VP start, feeling a little bit shaky maybe, that's when they start to ramp it up. We did also see on the drawing board there's about 6 seconds to if you run full out, but obviously if you're going to be checking corners, could be a lot more. So 25 seconds. Fnatic make it work, but it's a little bit tricky. You got to be careful you don't end up running out of time, because we've seen that before, and especially with the position Pasha was in, he just peeks out, kills the bomb planter really quick. As you said, maybe he was the key to winning that round, but didn't work out that way. Pasha has a shotgun, so it's a fast step removed from an auto sniper, but it might still work at this angle.
This is this and drop down would probably be the only places he's gonna get a kill with a shotgun. If they go A on this round, it's almost impossible for him to do anything if he doesn't pick up a gun.
Let's look at Snacks here. Pronax is right around the corner. He's got one of the 2 heavy-hitting rifles currently in play, the other one being Neo. VP, they're going to eco if they lose this round. That would be Fnatic bouncing back, probably not just to 4, but 5 rounds. And then they might be in the clear. Snacks pushing through the smoke like he's so well known for. He makes it out again without them killing him, and now he's back. He's got 1 more flashbang. And there it is, Olaf Meister jumping Pasha to get the kill, but the shotgun actually brought him down to 14 health. The bomb is over at A, and Snacks only gets the 1 kill. Bialy there to drop Olaf Meister. It's still a 3v3. Bialy has the AWP. Neo, did he spot anyone yet? He does see Crims, but only as he dies. Taz in the background here. He's got a P250 in hand. Let's see if we can catch some magic. There it is. Crims goes down, hits a shot as well on Pronax. Oh, Taz! You've got to be kidding. It's down to Flush in a 1v2, and he goes down as well. Taz,
that
3 kills.
Huge round by Taz right there. Neo almost blew it by I feel like he got surprised almost, but then Taz just saved the round with 3 incredible kills.
Now, the last time we saw this position played, it's changed a little bit since then, but that was, I think, Forest the Max 7 during the Cologne Major. Also some tricky play being pulled from Mac there. How powerful is that position?
That position is either really good or really bad. If they're coming A quick, it's not that great. But when they have no time, they don't have anything to clear you out, no nades or anything, it's one of the best spots in the game. It's just so hard to clear. As you could see, he had a P250 and he got 3 kills, and they all had guns, full armor.
And as you're walking up to that spot, you're probably also tempted to try and look over to your left-hand side of the people coming out of the mid-connector. So much to divert your attention from
it was
that.
It was more impressive that round because Neo had just died from the balcony, so they kind of had nowhere else to look.
Oh, you're right.
And he still got 3 kills.
What? Oh, so they're going to try and boost over and look far back before they get close. They want to make sure they don't get headshot just as they come into the viewing
Olaf
angle.
is still opping and over JW. That's something I've seen more and more lately. It's almost as if Olaf is the opper now.
Yeah, it's changing all the time here on the Fnatic team, and it seems to be working as well. JW, Tech 9 in hand, can also do it. And Pasha peeking maybe a little bit too soon. Neo going to get one, keep spraying, can't get the kill. He almost had, it could have very nearly been a triple as they were all lined up. But Snacks is going to run away.
Crim's just saving the round. I mean, 3 really fast trades. The thing about Crims is he's not the most flashy player. You know, he's not running around 2-bulleting everyone, but he will always get the trade kill. And that's why he's so powerful. Someone like Pronax or JW goes out, if they get a kill or not, Crims will trade that kill, and he'll probably get another, and he'll just put 4 or 5 bullets into you, and you'll die.
Now, from this point on, do you think Virtus.Pro, because they've been really successful, right? 9 rounds is good, but is it time for them to start trying to switch up their style, or should they keep going with what they've been doing already? They've won 9 out of 13 rounds. That's not too bad.
I don't think Fnatic has them completely figured out, but something that they could do is they know Olaf is going the long B solo with an op, so it might not be a bad idea to just try to kill him. You know, when you know someone is aggressively lurking on one side of the map, especially in such a vulnerable area as long B, it's not that hard to throw maybe a good pop flash or boost a teammate or op it and just kill the person. And when you do that, you ruin all of Fnatic's map control. And that would be something that would really put Fnatic in a bad spot. And here, Virtus.Pro is still on an eco that looks like they're saving up for a 10-5 half, unless they win this round. But
yeah, that's going to make it really rough.
They have no armor or any nades, so will be a really big miracle round if they win this.
Neo trying to take the attention away. Snacks was in the corner. That was the trap they had set for them there, just hoping that Neo could be enough of a distraction. He does get a kill eventually, and wants a little bit more. Running back, doing more damage. They still got 2 people here, and Fnatic feeling brave enough to take the fight, and it works out just fine for them as well. 4v3, but Fnatic are really staying grouped up. Not easy to catch someone off guard either. Olafmeister will take down Pasha. It's on Taz and Bayali, and not really working out. So that's a 5th round for Fnatic. They're starting to reach that comfort zone that you were talking about, Semphis. You said between 4 and 6 rounds, and that's exactly where they're at now.
Yeah, I mean, this is honestly turning into a good half for Fnatic, considering the start they had. They had a chance to break Virtus.Pro's money at the early start, but Virtus.Pro seemed so resilient in those early rounds, and they were able to fight back and get a 5-1 or whatever it was lead, and now Fnatic had to claw back and really earn those rounds. And that, to me, that's the hardest part of being a top team, is being down 8-1 or something like that and being able to end with 5 to 6 T rounds.
Yeah, that's where you get the test of whether or not you really are a top team or not, because the lesser teams, even just a little bit less, could definitely crumble in that situation. Virtus.Pro last round, so won't even call a force-up. They just buy whatever they can here.
Really nice shot by Olaf on Pasha right there. He, again, with the aggressive lurk with the op, it's just every round he's being so aggressive here. And they should be ready for that.
You'd think so at this point. I agree. This is definitely a point where Virtus.Pro might have been lacking a little bit. Snack's going to go down as well. It's looking good for Fnatic to pick up a 6th round. Taz and Neo and Bayali are left. Neo charging on in. Oh, almost gets the kill. He's trying once more, but JW's still down there. And he's going to survive and do a little bit more than that. Get the kill on Neo as well. Taz in a really bad position here. Going to get the one. Pronax. Nice. Taz still alive, but he goes down to JW. So there it is. Fnatic bringing it back from a huge deficit into a 9-6 and pretty decent first half.
Oh, that's like, considering the start Fnatic had, that was the best case they could have ever hoped for, 6. I really think that was the most rounds they were going to get, and they got it. And that's why Fnatic is the best team in the world. And they will take whatever you give them. And on that last round, you saw Snacks walk through a smoke, and some people might question that play and be like, oh, why does he just walk through a smoke? Is he an idiot? But they had no map control at that point. They had 2 FOMOSs, they had no ops, no auto snipers, and he had a P250, and it's 4v5. So if Fnatic was hitting A at that or B at that point, they had lost the round. There was almost no way they're going to win it. But if Snax had walked through that smoke and got info that they weren't there, they could have all over-rotated while Snax flanked, and that would have saved the round, possibly. So it's just those little plays that you have to make, and he's the type of person that, as we saw, the pot flash through mid-smoke, that didn't really work out or was bad for him.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right, and it's something that Natu brought up as well. There's no way to safe play your way to a major championship final. It doesn't happen. So you got to take those risks, and yeah, Snax. I mean, we've got a couple of different players. JW, interestingly enough, on the other team will do it at times, and on the enemy team, Happy, I think is a player that tends to take some of those slightly crazy risks. So there aren't an overwhelming amount, but it's definitely always entertaining to watch.
Yeah, JW is probably the biggest risk taker on a top level team. I mean, there's almost no one that will go for his aggressive plays with mags, ops. I wouldn't say what he does is dumb. I think Fnatic has a plan around what he's doing, obviously, since it works. But it's really hard to replicate what he does.
Yeah, in that madness, there's some sort of logic going on. I mean, sometimes you see Jordan on the Cloud9 team as well. Nothing doing something similar.
Yeah.
So there are some players out there, and they definitely make for interesting Counter-Strike. And
when Jordan's on fire, it's hard to stop him when he's doing those aggressive plays. But I think with JW, the thing is he gets them such great information, but with those aggressive pushes, and I think that's what Fnatic relies on.
Well, let's figure out how far we can push this here. VP, if they win this pistol round, they might still be in a really good spot to take this first map away from Fnatic, who did pick the map as well, you got to remember. But if Fnatic win it, you never know, they could bounce right back. They're a terrifying CT team as well. They're very good at that stuff. And they do have a good situation.
The best spot to go on T-Pistol is drop down, which you see Snax doing. It's really hard to hold.
Yeah, and Taz will follow up, get the 1 kill, looking for Pronax. Oh, they both have 6 health, and Pronax comes out on top here. Neo charging through, Glock in hand, trying to see if he can get up behind the remaining CT players in this B bomb site. Are they going to be able to do it? Crims will get the 1 kill, 1 more kill, jumps around while reloading, and Pasha all alone. 1v4 here, trying to charge him with a burst fire, but Crims is just too much of a good pistol player here. Triple kill for him.
Yeah, he's always had really good pistols. I think he's one of the better pistol players on Fnatic, at least on the pistol rounds. And right there you saw, Virtus.Pro tried to use the drop down, and drop down is really hard to hold. We've tried putting 3 people there. I mean, as you saw, Virtus.Pro gave it up on their pistol. I think they weren't even confident in playing drop down. It's because you get Glock trained, you have Tech 9s. It's just you get too overwhelmed. And right there, Pronax, I think, did he get 2 kills?
Yeah, I think he got both of them in the end. So
that's really impressive. Like, that's almost the hardest spot to hold.
Good job on Pasha, though. That was actually he had to be quick to get that shot off. And flush it down to 38. That scout, I mean, wondering if Fnatic are going to play more safely. You can see them kind of falling back as soon as they realize that scout's in play. They're thinking, well, no reason to be too aggressive.
Oh, yeah. I mean, JW loves playing all up in these halls. It's kind of like his Inferno. You know how he's always in the halls in the boiler room? The same thing on this map. Oh, long distance ump range.
Yeah, long distance AD-ADing. I'm not sure. That's an uncommon style. Coined by JW only in this exact game.
Yeah.
2 UMPs in play, in fact, and also the P90, 2 Max 7. So Fnatic, they can get a lot of money out of this round if they all land the right
Fnatic doesn't
kills.
have a single real weapon.
Yeah.
Or what I would consider of like a...
I'll go for that label. Olofmeister gonna go down this time. Neo overwhelming him. Pronax with the return, but he used a lot of bullets trying to reload here. Snax will get one on Crims as well, and JW with that UMP making it where Taz really wants that bomb plant, and JW is going to go down. Can they actually put it down? Taz, he's going to be successful, and that makes a big difference. What do you say this round from VP? Is it all right?
Yeah, I mean, they did do the force buy. They didn't win it, but they got the bomb down, which that round wouldn't have been as good since Fnatic had bought all SMGs and shotguns. But since they got the bomb down, that's going to help them out later in the half.
We'll see how much exactly. 9-8. So that gap is closing really quickly. And look at this, Semphis. The bomb plant, armor, and a Galil, and Tech 9s. Yeah. They don't want to wait for it.
It's pretty common on most teams, Envious, Fnatic, Virtus.Pro. They don't like giving up early early like money control to the CTs. It's just there's no point to doing it. Once you let people get 5 mollies, 5 smokes, the map becomes too hard.
JW.
Really ambitious play by JW right there. That could have turned out really bad. But as you see, he gets away. It's almost like those plays never punish him. As I was talking about, he goes for some of the craziest plays, and he gets away.
Somehow, Snacks with a grenade down there. Pronak's going to get softened up just a little bit, but still just fine here. Right at the edge. It's going to be Neo going down to Crimson. Crim's ready for a little bit more, but he drops to Bayali. We're still in the 4v4. Pronak's going to pick up 1 kill there. That's the bomb carrier. He dies to Taz, and it's 55 seconds left. Snack's going to be dropped. Pasha and Taz left. 2v3. Another bomb plan would be big for Virtus.Pro. Also turn the tide against Fnatic. Fighting a clock by JW with that Mag 7. A little bit too much. And Pasha all the way across the map with 40 seconds. And Flusha's ready to execute him. Oh, what?
Oh, Flusha.
Flusha. All right. Well, JW could handle it, but that was a little bit of a mistake.
But as you saw in that round, JW tried to go for what we call Dragon Lair. It's kind of a funny name, but it's that we're ready to go through the door, that connector towards like right there on the stream. That area, JW tried to push in there with a mag, and Pasha spotted him. And the thing about that round is JW went for aggressive push, and he got shot by Pasha, but he knew there was only 1 guy there. So all of Fnatic can just be ready for the B hit, and it happened right after. So that's the type of info JW gets them. You know, you might not notice it. It might look kind of weird, but he's getting them a lot of information on those rounds.
Well, they're not going to slow down for the smoke here. They keep rushing through. JW coming around the corner, actually shooting before he turns the corner. And it's going to get both the kills. Pronak's going to go down by Ali. If only he could get in and get the bomb down, but they've got it covered this time around, and he's definitely going to go down. Oh, what a shot to take down Olofmeister.
That was a great eco by Virtus.Pro. They didn't win it, they didn't get the bomb down, but they took away 4 guns on a full buy from Fnatic with just pistols, and that's the type of thing that if they can string together 1 or 2 rounds later in the half will break Fnatic's money, and that's how you win on Terror's side. You don't win 5 gun rounds, you need to win 2 gun rounds and an eco. You know, that's...
So for the first time in the game, Fnatic actually have the round lead here. It's their 10-9. Not a big lead. There's a lead nonetheless. Pasha to open it up. And you can actually sense that the crowd is, even with that shot, just a little bit quieter than before. Virtus.Pro, they've had such a lot of benefit in the past playing exactly this venue from the crowd. So, I mean, 1 or 2 rounds here, and it might really start to almost landslide for them.
Yeah, I think the crowd definitely helps motivate certain players. But in those boosts with the headphones, it is hard to hear them. But you can see them. Yeah. You can definitely see them.
Oh. Pronak's there. Going to be taking down Snacks, so really, really good return kill from the Swedish captain. Still 50 seconds left. And it's going to be a B push coming out here from the Polish terrorist side. Olofmeister up by that statue, and they're looking for Pronax as well. You can wallbang so much, and there it is. Pronax goes down. Pasha, he saw that coming. It's almost, well, it is just really, really thin wooden plates up there. So easy to shoot through as well. Flusha and Crims are left. Good grenade. Oh, that's almost a double kill. 5 health left on Mayali. Incredibly close, but they don't have a follow-up, and this time the bomb will go down, and Taz is in a good position to catch Crims coming out.
Yeah, Crims is probably one of the players you want alive in a clutch round like this, so I think this round's possible, but it's all on Taz right here. If Taz dies, it's going to be a really hard round for Virtus.
Look at the discipline of Virtus.Pro. They're not showing an inch. Only when it matters, Crims goes down, and Flusha's going to make a run for it. You'll correct me if I'm wrong, but I would say VP is actually one of the teams that sometimes will make the mistake in a 1v, or in a 3vx situation like this, where they have the bomb down, they have the man advantage, and suddenly someone wants to take a fight, and it opens it up for the opposing team. A couple of other teams, like Hellraiser is another team that tends to. There are some teams where they seem to lose control of the rank and file, and someone suddenly wants to go and fight. Not this time, though. A lot of discipline.
Yeah, I think Virtus.Pro has been really like honing in their skills and the discipline with Neo calling again. When Neo calls, everything's really planned out, very like structured, and I think when Taz calls, it was a little bit looser. So with Neo calling, I definitely think he has setups and things planned for after plants and that kind of stuff.
A really big round for VP. bringing it back to a tied score, 10-10. This is turning into be quite a good match on Cobblestone. Close between the two.
And as you see, Fnatic has another force buy, an AWP, a Meg, a Pistol, a Colt, and a FAMAS. So they do not want to give Virtus.Pro free rounds right now.
I mean, VP did this on their own CT side. It worked. They got the reward for making this kind of buy.
Oh, great nade onto Neo and Pasha.
Ooh. You're right. That's almost 70 damage, or more than that 70 damage, sorry, collectively. That's quite scary. Look at this. They're actually walking to look up here, and oh, they get the kill. Absolutely ingenious move. That is some real creativity coming out from the Polish team.
That's what I'm kind of talking about with new maps. You know, no one's ever done that before. You've never seen anyone do that, or I haven't. And those are the little things that make a difference in a major like this. You know, coming up with the little quirky things to get you 1 to 2 rounds.
Great Molotovs forcing Olofmeister out, and he only gets the 1 kill in. And Taz was ready to trade it. This is looking so good for VP. I thought maybe Fnatic had a couple of aces up their sleeve picking this map to begin with, but it seems like VP was ready for it. They've got some stuff of their own as well. Byali gonna pick up 2 kills, and it's down to Flusher, steals an AK, and has to run away. I don't think anyone has seen that boost ever before.
No, it was really cool because they were moving as they were doing it, so he was clearing out most of the A site. And as you saw, JW, I think, was AWPing on top of the middle of the truck in CT spawn, and I don't think if you saw him, it might have even been one of those smokes where you can't actually see the guy on the top, because I believe Neo was just crouching the whole time. So Pasha was probably hidden behind the smoke, and JW really had no chance there.
A really big opening kill in a round where Fnatic desperately needed to win it. Now the Swedish team is going to be down to an AK, and probably won't have too much more than that, unless they try and go for even more now, just force up with pistols. But I don't think they shouldn't be too scared just yet, should they?
No, the match definitely isn't over by any means. Fnatic can obviously come back. It's a CT-sided map, but that was an all-or-nothing round by Fnatic. They invested all the money they had, so they're going to be broke for 2 rounds here. They're not going to be able to have even a full buy next round. Yeah, as you see, 3 people have USPs. So Fnatic has almost no money right now, which is perfect for Virtus.Pro fans.
Yeah, it's gonna put a smile on a couple of faces here, especially at the venue, but probably watching from Twitch as well. Underhand throw out, and Neo gonna quickly clear the middle. Just make sure that that's under control. VP, apart from Snacks, everyone else seems to be more or less in one group. So also important, in case they do lose a member, that they don't give up any more rifles to the Fnatic side, because we've seen how that can spiral out of control at Fnatic's level. They'll use that against you really swiftly.
Fnatic has the most skilled lineup in the game, so if you give one of the top players a gun, they can just kill everyone on your team. So you have to be really careful even on eco rounds like this.
Look at this. Virtus.Pro is actually walking into a stack over here. Right? This could have a pretty bad outcome for the Polish team. But Neo will open it up on Pronax. Flusher gonna get caught in the corner. Here he goes down to Taz. No issue at all. They clear out all of it. JW, not gonna work either. Goes down to Byali. And that's a perfect round coming out. Now, Semphis, how does that work? Because there's 4 people in that bomb side stacked up.
Well, I think the problem was Fnatic had 3 USPs, which is really hard to get kills with. I think if they had a PT50, 5.7 CZs, they probably would have got at least 2 kills. But that's a perfect round by Virtus.Pro, and that's going to keep their money high for at least 2 more gun rounds. Fnatic's going to have to win 2 rounds in a row before Virtus.Pro ecos, and that's assuming Virtus.Pro doesn't get the bomb down or decide to force buy. So I think Virtus.Pro are in the driver's seat right now, and Fnatic's probably got to be a little bit worried.
Yeah, and when you're worried, there's nothing better than an entry frag like that. JW going to pick up Neo without even taking any damage, and he swiftly falls back, tries to play it safely, which is definitely the right move in this sort of situation. Pasha, this time not boosted up, but just trying to see if he can find an opening. So you're a man down like this, and they seem to be rotating the bomb back to B here.
Yeah, Snacks, Virtus.Pro is a little bit different style than Fnatic, where Fnatic has 2 hyper-aggressive lurkers. Virtus.Pro has Snacks as their only main lurker, so I think they're always, like, he's not really going to go for a big play most of the time, so they're going to come back to him and try to hit B, and I think that's the best choice right now.
Flashbangs in, and Olofmeister going to open it up with 1. Almost takes down Byali. That's incredibly close. Pronax to finish off Snacks. It's looking great right now for Fnatic. In fact, shouldn't be an issue at all from here on out. Pasha going to get the 1, but Olofmeister will clear it up. What a great triple kill here in the round for the Swedish player, making it 12-11. And it shows you Olofmeister was, you know, he's playing that position on the C side, he's playing on the CT side. Do you think that's an intentional move from Fnatic, saying you get to be the B side specialist, essentially?
I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't know if it was necessarily planned out because of that, but when you play a spot that you also lurk, it gives you a lot more insight into it. What work diverse you in a scrim, what's annoying, what's not annoying, you know, the timings. So I definitely think that's probably one of the reasons he's so good at it at both sides.
Definitely worked out well then. Grenades raining in from either side.
We actually see Flusha with the off here, which is pretty unusual. I don't know if I've ever seen Flusha have the off over JW and Olaf. Snax gets dinked by Pronax. That's pretty unfortunate. Taz has 22 health.
Wow, what's Olafmeister to open up, and Flusher's playing the long corner, but Olafmeister going to pick up one more kill here. VP, they might have to eco if they lose this round. Neo, Pasha, and Snax very low on health. And there's not much of an opening. Looking at the map, they're confident leaving Flusher alone over here, and he takes Pasha. So it's a good investment in the end, but having just one player in A, is that a big risk at this point in the game?
I think on that round, they had an idea that they were going heavy towards B, so the over-rotate with an AWP in the back of the site wasn't such a bad idea, but yeah, I mean, there's always a risk that someone could have walked up mid and just lurked in the connector. So yeah, there was a little bit of a risk, but at this point, I think Fnatic's, they're playing more loose. They're, you know, Flush is opping. Like, I think Virtus.Pro took them out of their comfort zone, and Fnatic's trying to adapt.
Fnatic found a new comfort zone in that case. Yeah, that's definitely interesting. It's not that common, but I guess when Olafmeister's playing that close, maybe they don't want him opping. And, oh, Neo gonna get caught as well with just 8 seconds left. That's unfortunate. Snax probably not gonna get found at this point in the game. So, time running out just here. Snax hiding.
Goes down the ladder at the perfect time. Yeah.
Middle of the ladder, right? Still hiding on it. Well, 12-12. So, Fnatic managed to fight their way back to an equalize once again. And the money on VP is actually just enough that they can make this work.
Yeah, they did I wouldn't call it a force buy, but it's not a full buy. It's you know, they pretty much have everything they need, but one guy has a Tech 9 full nades, Neo the Strat Claw, that's kind of, you get relegated to that duty sometimes. But I definitely think JW isn't comfortable opping right now. I think that's why Flusha has it. I think he started off opping, but I've seen him do this on multiple maps where he'll just stop opping and Olaf usually takes over. But like you said, the position that Olaf's playing doesn't allow him to op. It's better to play close B with a rifle than an op.
It could get rough at times. Still a couple of grenades left here on Fnatic to try and stop VP if they slow play it. 2 smokes and 1 HG grenade, but they've already used a lot and there's still more than a minute left, so not exactly easy to keep VP back if they use all their grenades. Good flashbang. Crims will open up though on Snax, and Taz actually doesn't make it through. Goes for one more, then falls back. So just pretending at this point. JW, I think he heard them running up. I think he's a little bit worried that they're going to get too close, especially with the Tech 9s.
Neo gets in the connector. Oh, he got spotted. That's really unfortunate.
Pasha did actually open up. Does he see him in the corner? I think Neo definitely did then. He's going to get one kill in, but Crims and Olafmeister with the return on Neo and Taz, and now it's down to Pasha and Bayali. Could they actually make it out of this round? Being a man down, Pasha gets one, and that's going to be the end of it. Flusher hiding in the back of the site. And it's a round lead for Fnatic once again, 13-12.
Yeah, as you see, Flusha turtling in the back of the site. That's such a powerful thing late round. Neo actually tried to make a pretty big play. He ran into the connector through the smoke with a Tech 9, and I think if the rotator didn't spot him, probably saw his foot go in and thing, he could have really caused a lot of damage. Probably got 2 kills from there, but he ended up getting 1, and I think if he had an AK, he could have got 2.
Now, this round might be a bit of a breathing moment for VP, because they have the grenades. They might want to try and see if they can use them to get down the bomb, which would be a big win, but they should probably also think about how they can change things to start winning a couple of more rounds here.
About to encounter 5 players.
Oh, he's got 20 bullets as well. Grenade is out there right on him as well. He goes down. And now Crims with a good reply here. Going to get a quick triple, in fact. They kind of lined up for him. So bomb plant still needs to go in here for VP. It's a really, really important $800 that we're talking about here across the team. Neo dies with the bomb, and Snax coming up from behind, gonna get the one. Really good kill, and really good round in terms of kills, but the bomb plant would have been huge for them.
Yeah, they boosted Pronax up on the planter when the smokes went down, which I think is becoming more of the norm. Like if those 2 smokes on either side go down, all you have to do is boost on top of the planter or tree, and you can just see anyone, and people aren't really expecting it. Obviously, Olaf got caught with a pot flash through the smoke, which is pretty common, I think, on anti-EQ rounds, so I'm just kind of surprised he got caught off guard by it, considering how good he is at the spot.
We're drawing towards the end of this map. 27th round. Fnatic, so much of their strengths comes from this idea that they don't really break. They just keep fighting, and eventually they come up big.
Nice shot by Flusha.
A pixel shot almost, just a tiny gap then to take down Neo. And if you miss at that range...
Yeah, he would have got chased by Neo, and he probably would have died.
It's a big risk.
Snacks at the drop down, he might try to make a play right now with Taz.
If they can get Pronax. Last flashbang they threw was really good. Pronax, 20 bullets here, tags Snacks right in the face. He's down to just 10 health, and he's going to want a little bit more. 7 bullets left on Pronax here. He's not reloading, he's waiting. Snacks going to pick up Crimson. Are they going to realize this? Bialy with a kill as well. JW finally returning, but Virtus.Pro trying to bring it back. If that had been Snacks up front, he would have died, but it was Bialy instead. He's still alive, and Snacks has actually fallen down. The permanent lurker here, always from behind. He goes down to a grenade, though. No way to outlurk that. Standing in the fire, Pronax goes down. And it's a 2v2. Taz gonna drop JW now. It's all on Flusha here. VP, they might be bringing it back just a little bit closer, trying to close the gap in the opposite way. Flusha gets the 1 kill. He knows, oh, and there's a quad kill. And the Swedish player gonna put it at map point for Fnatic.
And that's just what Flusha's role in the team is. He always comes out and grinds those 1 versus 2s. You've seen him do it countless times. And that round never really should have been that close. Virtus.Pro had almost no HP, and they knew what they were doing. 2 drop down. Pronax obviously called that. And, you know, Fnatic was set up perfectly for that round, and Virtus.Pro just hit really nice shots, and Pronax just died in a Molotov, I guess. But
yeah, we broke 700,000 viewers.
Wow.
That has never happened before. Never happened before.
I've also never casted yet.
And it's the first time casting Semphis. You should do this more often because you're having quite a positive effect. I'm pleased we've got you here. And I do actually believe Counter-Strike is 50% off on Steam at the moment. So if you're just watching and not playing, there's a chance to change that this very evening. 28th round.
Highly addictive, though.
It could be very addictive. You could lose years of your life doing this. Grenade on over from Neo here, the same one that we saw Fnatic throw, and they're going to go for a couple of flashbangs as well, but the bomb still a little bit back. They're not on the edge. They're right at the end of the B hallways, ready to pop. Oh, Pasha! 2 kills! JW and Flusha going down, and that was actually an aggressive push coming out from Fnatic, and they got destroyed.
I think what happened there was Neo did a little mini fake on B, and when Fnatic saw that, they tried to make a play to clear out the A information. Here, Pronax is going to have to get 4 kills here, 3 or 4 kills, or else they're going to lose this round. It's all on him.
How fast are VP going to be? They're still moving up. Yeah, they're going to be really fast. They're not going to allow him any chance. 9 bullets left. Pronax up on the roof, goes down, triple kill. Neo picks up Crims, and it's on Olofmeister here.
Look how low Virtus.Pro's HPs are. Pronax almost did it.
I mean, it could have happened.
Yeah.
But it would have been incredible as well, holding back a 4-man push or a 5-man push even. We need to know about the economy here for Fnatic, because the only way there's going to be an overtime, there's a bank on Flusha, but it's not actually looking great. VP could get this overtime.
Yeah, this is going to be a very close match. It's going to come down to the last 2 rounds. Fnatic's definitely going to save. There's no point being up 15-12 and buying on that round. So I think we're going to see a full save. The person with 9K, Flusha, will probably drop them all pistols. But that's pretty normal. So I think this will be an eco round. Virtus.Pro should probably take it unless someone comes up huge. And then it will come down to the last 1 or 2 rounds.
And you see the crowd. They're trying to cheer them on. It may be somewhat limited what they can hear, but they might be able to just feel the atmosphere in here. I know everybody else can, and probably at home you definitely can as well. So many Molotovs on the VP.
So he actually dropped 2 mags and bought a Colt, so I'm completely wrong. And they force bought.
I think they saved the 1 Colt, sorry, from last round, didn't they?
Okay, yeah, sorry. So he dropped 2 mags and some pistols. So he probably still has money to buy next round.
I could be wrong, but I think they may have done. But 5 Molotovs on the VP side, that's almost incredible. And they're going to use them to firebomb out this drop zone. And then flashbang their way in. Still got one more Molotov left. Virtus.Pro. This could be down to the wire. They're trying to make it into the site. Olaf Meister's here. Flashbang out. He's by the tree. He's already revealed himself. They know where he is. And he's going to have to fall back. So that position is now gone.
He was in a prime position to get a kill there.
It would have been big. Pronax goes down. Olaf Meister to fall. VP, they're feeling it. They want to go the full distance in this game. And they want the overtime as well. And if it comes to that, you got to wonder if Fnatic won't feel like they've missed a big opportunity.
Yeah, I think the momentum will be on Virtus.Pro side for sure. They have the crowd and they came back. You know, when Fnatic was on match point, and you know, when Fnatic's on match point, they have a lot of confidence and they'll play with that, and that actually cost them the round when they did the double A push hauls. So it's really a miracle that Virtus.Pro is even doing this.
Fnatic not even being allowed to save much of anything, and Crims will fall. Now the key thing is here that Fnatic have just enough to at least get a couple of M4s and AWP if they want it, and a little bit more as well. So it's not the end of the world. This could still end in favor of Fnatic, but if not...
They have 2 mags, and they actually opted for Olaf to op instead of dropping a Colt. So they have a lot of faith in Olaf to win them in this round, because I think JW and Flush are going to play really aggressive in the A halls, but B is all on Olaf right now.
Flush just moved up quite far.
He's going to get boosted up, I think, and take a pick. So if he dies, this is over, because the 2 megs can't rotate. No. When they rotate towards B, they will have nothing to do.
Oh, they're going to boost Olaf Meister up in the back. He jumps up. He does spot just the leg. He goes for the kill, but it's swiftly returned. Great refract from Taz. A little bit more. Crims is going to fall. They're so close to that overtime. The crowd is feeling it, and so is Virtus.Pro. Close. JW goes down. Flusher, last man standing. What an incredible round coming out here from the Polish champions. It's going to be a 1v4, and look at it. They're standing up. They can feel it now. Flusher, there's nothing you can do any longer.
Not with a mag.
It's not designed for this kind of combat Xanthus, is it?
Yeah, that was a really risky play by Fnatic, and it didn't work out.
No, everyone silence for a bit as Flusher tries, but it's not going to work. And it's overtime in the very first map of the semifinals here at ESL 1 in Katowice. What a show.
That was an amazing comeback by Virtus.Pro. I mean, T-side Cobblestone versus Fnatic, the most skilled team in the world.
Yeah, what do you think about the emphasis on that many Molotovs being put into the drop zone or the drop down area? They used at least 2, and I think maybe even a third one at some point, just to make sure that there was no one holding anywhere close.
Yeah, I think that's pretty standard. I mean, if you're going to go in the drop down, it's very risky. There's a lot of different places you have to clear, so the smart move is always to throw mollies, and it does a lot of the work for you. Then you can throw a flash, maybe a grenade, and drop down, knowing they can only be on your direct left and direct right, which is a lot easier than looking directly down, you know.
So when it comes to overtime, is there a different set of strats that get put into play, or do you just try and play another 3 rounds of what you've kind of already been doing? I mean, VP have been doing pretty well in the last 3 rounds, so maybe they could be excused. Fnatic, though, they might not be interested in continuing, or how do you feel about that?
I think the momentum factor is definitely on Virtus.Pro side, but the downside for them is the fact that Fnatic's going to have full money. That's something that they were struggling a lot with on CT, and they can buy whatever they want, auto snipers, ops, and that always comes into play in overtime because they're true gun rounds. You can have Molotovs, smokes, ops, auto snipers, anything you want, and with players like Fnatic that are so versatile, if they think something can work, they can do it by buying an op or an auto, and Virtus.Pro isn't... They don't like to go out of their comfort zone as much as Fnatic, so I think Fnatic is really going to do something different here, and if Virtus.Pro doesn't adapt to the thing that Fnatic's going to do, that's all about CS, right? Like mind games. So Virtus.Pro should be expecting 2 ops and maybe or 1 op and an auto sniper, and they have to plan for that, because if they just keep running these normal strats, I think they'll get picked apart.
So potentially a mental mind game between Neo as the Polish captain and also Pronax over on the Swedish side, trying to see who can one-up the other and maybe just make the right call at the right time to close out this first map here.
We have Flusha offing again, which is something I'm just really surprised about. But maybe he feels confident doing that.
Yeah. It will be MR3 and 10,000 starting money as well. So that's the format. We're looking for the first team to get to 19 rounds. For anyone new watching who's not really sure what overtime means, which means you play 3 rounds on the side you're already on, then you swap and you play 3 rounds on the opposite side. That's close. That's really close. Oh, but that's a very fine grenade to return it.
Yeah, that nade is really big because it just totally evens out the damage that was done. Looks like Virtus.Pro is ready to hit B right now, and it looks like they're going to do 2 or 3 down drop down. So this round is going to come up all on Crimson Pronax.
Crims ready and waiting. Really JW from the other side. Crims going to get the 1 kill on Snacks. A really important player to take down there. But still an even trade, probably going to favor Virtus.Pro at this point in the game. They want that trade bring on the terrorist side. Makes it a lot more difficult for the CT side to try and spread their resources out.
But they didn't kill Pronax, which is interesting that JW died. So Pronax and Crims still are holding the double drop down. Pronax is gambling to A right now, and it looks like they're about to hit B.
Yeah. That could be the thing that they need, but Crims with the 1 kill. Olaf could get shot in the back here, and there it is. Bialy coming in with a kill. They're shooting through. They know Crims can't really hide here, but they're running out of patience. Oh, Bialy! There it is, unreal! And it's down to Flusher. 1v3. It looked like they'd given up on that hunt. It looked like they were going to leave him alone, and then that happens.
Yeah, that was really lucky timing by Virtus.Pro. Olaf turned his back to Bialy and got killed in the back, and then Crims had no choice really but to turtle there and try to just get the bomb down, and that HUD is spammable, and he got taken out. I think Pronax may have lost in the round by gambling towards A, but that's something that you got to do in CS.
Definitely a gamble. It looked like it could have gone horribly wrong. It looked like, in fact, they could have got shut down the drop zone initially when they came in, because Fnatic had such a big presence there. But you were pointing out from the very beginning that actually holding drop zone isn't always easy.
That's really hard.
It can get rough at times, and this time was just one of them for the Fnatic team. Now, it's a double setup time for Fnatic, which means, Semphis, if they lose this round, they spent all their money on this equipment.
If they lose this round, they're probably going to get 3-0'd. But this is what I thought they were going to do in the first overtime round. They opted to do it on the second, but Pasha has an off of his own, so he's going to have to be the one to take the battle.
Bit of a preemptive grenade coming in from the Fnatic side, actually be thrown up into the drop zone just to see if they could tag someone. We've seen that work before a couple of times in online matches where it's been actually sort of devastating doing that.
Yeah.
Either one or just double grenade you can even work with. So it can work. Snacks goes down. That's a clean kill from Pronax. Olaf gonna die though. I mean, sometimes the term overpeak is being put into use, and he was really far up behind that box before he stopped to shoot, which can be so dangerous.
Crims is making a play, actually lurked in the corner, which is really good for the information. It looks like Virtus.Pro is going all the way back to A, but once that smoke disappears, Crims is going to know they're not B, so they're all going to be able to rotate towards it.
So they're on a 17-second timer to try and see if they can get back here before, well, maybe a little bit sooner. Crims looks under it. Neo with a really stunning opening, gonna take down JW. And they're still pushing up. VP no now. They've been found out, but they're quick about it as well. Flusher, good kill with the AWP. Looking for a little bit more. The bomb is on Taz, and it's gonna be planted. That grenade won't really do that much. A little bit of damage, but would have been nice if it had been a kill. 3v3, and there is a kit on Flusher, but he's got to be careful he doesn't lose it up in those hallways. Pronax goes down, Flusher, now the kit is gone, and it's just Crims left. 1v3 has to go here to pick up the kit, or he's going to have no time. He actually walks back, Crims now. He's got no time to do this. Crims gets the kill, goes down, and Neo with the triple, calling and leading and fragging, 17-15, and this could be a 3-0 in the overtime.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate for Fnatic. Olaf definitely with a bit of an over peak there at B, getting taken out, and then JW just peeking mid. If JW just didn't die there, in a couple seconds, Crims was going to know they were all going A, and they could have over-rotated, and it would have been really hard for Virtus.Pro to win that round.
We're back again to an alarming round of Molotovs on the VP side. They're so kitted out here. They've got so much gear going on, and Fnatic have one AWP to try and save them.
I'm just surprised that Flush is opting again, and instead of dropping a gun. Pronax gets the drop down kill, which is honestly really needed. But at the same time, they could have dropped a Colt and a FAMAS for the price of an AWP on Flusha instead of having 4 pistols and an AWP. So I don't really understand Fnatic's mindset right now.
That kill works out really well. I mean, apart from that, because also he picked up the AK, sorry. So a little bit going in their favor, but maybe a big risk having only 1 rifle at the beginning. See if they can make it work. Fnatic is, I would say, one of the 2 teams in the world that are the best at playing with pistols in these situations. The other one being Envy. So we'll see if they can really make it work here. Big opening from JW, taking down Neo. Gets a chance. There are 7 bullets left. Pop flash in from a teammate. Not quite ready for it. Not quite feeling it. A second one comes in, and JW will capitalize. Gonna take down Bayali. So this could really work. They could win this last round, which would be good, but not great.
They don't know where Pasha is. He's lurked all the way up behind them.
1v5. This is going to be an interesting...
They just walk past each other.
Oh, Basha.
That is really interesting. This is
Counter-Strike hide and seek. Yeah. It's a mod that hasn't even been released yet.
Flusha turns around.
Comes in, Tech 9 in hand. Gonna get the first kill. 7 seconds left. He really can't win this round. And he ends up going down. And that will be it. 17-16. Now...
There's a little bit of hope for Fnatic, but I definitely think like this is going to be hard for them to win in this overtime. I definitely think best case is double overtime right now.
I have to agree, and based on the idea that if you win 2 out of 3 rounds in the overtime, if you did that during normal time, you'd be at 10-5 for the first half on that terrorist side. So the math works out really well for VP right now. Doesn't necessarily always translate equally because there's no pistol round in overtime, but still, it's a really good performance from them. They just need to get to 19, and they'll win the first map of the semifinals on Fnatic's pick as well. And then
they'll go to Mirage, which Notorious is their best map. So things are looking really good for Virtus.Pro right now.
And it's almost...
Neo looks like he's talking a lot right now, so I think they might be changing up some of the stuff. Usually when someone's talking like that, it's... I mean, you know what you want to do on CT, so if you see someone talking a ton, I mean, they must be going over like a little bit of change to their setup.
Trying to figure out how to ignite, how to jumpstart the Virtus plow, because it's already been pretty effective. They just need to ram it home and it'll be there. What's the kills look like right now? On Crims, it's 28, I believe. And then on the other side, I mean, look how equal VP are. There's nobody on VP that's currently underperforming. Not that there's really anyone on Fnatic. This is why this is going to be an incredible, already has been an incredible semifinals, because there's nobody who's having a bad day right now. They're all playing at an exceptional level.
Yeah, no one's really doing leagues better than anyone else. It's all pretty even, like you said. I think right now, Virtus.Pro needs to stop Olaf at the long B. They need to stop him from getting such aggressive picks, because if they let him just get full control again, it's going to be the same stuff as the early part of the last half, where he gets a pick nearly every round.
Well, you know what? I'd almost forgot about that because it's been a while since Fnatic were playing T-side, but you might be right, Semphis. That might be what this whole talk was about, just taking the time to see how can we get him. Operation Kill Olafmeister.
I hope they have a plan, because if they don't, it looks like they bought 2 AWPs. Snacks has an AWP, probably AWP in the A-halls. Pasha didn't opt for an auto. I actually expected an auto, maybe try to kill Olaf at the drop down, but he might be scared that Olaf is opted, which you obviously could do in 10K start money.
Okay, Fnatic, they're gonna rush through. What a flashbang, but Pasha's there. Bayali will go down. Pasha with the second kill. He's trying to hide in the back here. He needs some backup. They can shoot right through it. They should realize. Grenade as well. Flusha and Olafmeister making it work. Neo in the background, gonna go down. Strong push from Fnatic. Absolutely perfect here. So the Swedes, they had something planned as well. And Snacks has to run away. Again, actually saving this up in the overtime could be very, very important for VP.
I really wish that I understood their languages, because it would be interesting to see what was said in those pre-game right before this half went live, because in my opinion, I would expect Virtus.Pro to want to anti-Olaf. So they had Pasha off it, and I don't know if that was the counter to it. But then I wonder if Pronex had a mind game of, okay, they might try to stop Olaf. Let's just go with everyone and overwhelm whatever gimmick they're trying to do, which, if was what happened, is perfect. And it was like perfect call.
Well, actually, I have a dream that that one day someone is going to translate and subtitle all the POVs. Just someone who knows Polish, someone who knows French, someone who knows Russian will go and translate Navi and Hellraiser's VODs, because it could be so much fun.
It's really hard. It would have to be a CS player. They'd have to, because, you know, people name spots really weird things. But it would be really cool to just see everything. Obviously,
if we have community members that are up for that, that would be a really big. It's a big task, but it'd be nice. But let's see here, second round, second half of the overtime coming into it, and there it is. Pasha, same style as last time. AWP in B, not gonna give it up just because it didn't work the first round here. But flashes are in. Pasha getting caught. He goes down. Pronax, what a great return kill, and this is big for Fnatic. They could still win it if they were in the next 2 rounds in a row. That's it. They're at 19.
Rounds all on B all
They would
right
have
now.
taken it.
They smoke off. Finally, Fnatic uses smokes.
And it seems to be working as well. That grenade on Taz by Ali inside. You said it's all on him, and he doesn't get the kill. I think that was actually blocking him, the vase, the plant that was right in front of him there. And Snacks now in a 1v4. Good kill on JW, but
Anyone can win this round.
Surely not Semphis.
Someone's gonna do it. It's gonna be him.
Someone has to. Snacks is being called upon by his countrymen. He turns around and gets the kill. Jumps on in. How is this possible? He's still alive, but then
if he got that
ends.
kill, he had a chance.
Flusher with a quad kill instead. So what an exciting round. I mean, that looked like he had the determination to do it. And now VP find themselves exactly in the same position that Fnatic did in the first half. They have very little money, and if they lose the round, they'll lose the map.
So you saw what Fnatic did there is they baited Olaf to go for his aggressive long B pick. So I think the idea is to kind of bait their first half strats, and once Olaf died, they threw the smokes and just ran out. And when they finally had those planter smokes for the site, it was really easy for them to take it. They almost had no resistance.
Would you say that they've spent the first half conditioning Virtus.Pro to actually reacting in a certain way, and now in the overtime, it's almost like they're playing against that conditioning? Pasha here really close. Olafmeister still alive. All the shells, all the pellets go right across his face. I'm not sure he can hear anything anymore. He might be deaf, but he's still alive.
Yeah, that would have been a huge kill if Bach would have got that. He would have taken an AWP and been able to clear out the whole long B. Really unfortunate he didn't get that.
Not this time. M4 on Snacks. This is so scary. VP, they fought so hard to get back and get the overtime. If they lose it, it's always going to be...
It's about to come in. This is going to be really big.
Well, we're ready for it, Neo. And you're right, it's big. Gets the one. Almost the second one. He peaked just 1 inch longer. It would have been there. Snacks gonna pick up Pronax. We're looking for more here. And he's gonna have a chance to reload that 5-7. Olafmeister peeking. He's got 13 health. Tech 9 AWP, but that's only 30 seconds. Look at the bomb. It's in the middle. It's gonna take so long to get here. Olaf gets the one. He almost jumped into it. It's a 3v3 as Flush also takes down Neo. Pasha gonna go down. Fnatic find their way into the bomb site against all the odds.
This is an incredible round by Fnatic. They played everything perfect.
And there it is.
Considering the circumstances.
It continues. Taz goes down, and there it is. Fnatic win the first map, 19-17, in overtime after losing 2 entry frags, being in a 5v3, rotating into B. Quite an achievement.
That was honestly just an all on Olaf right there. He lurked out. He gave them complete B control by getting the rotate kill. JW came. As the other person was going to try to trade on Olaf, he got the trade, and they got full access to B, and that's the round. Neo and Snacks did a great job holding back the A push, though, so can't blame them.
What a first match, and it's a best of 3, ladies and gentlemen. It is not over yet. This was Fnatic's map pick. VP still have theirs. It's on Mirage. They are widely considered